Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to add a watermark to a Google Docs document and then also how to edit it. So we're going to be using two different files here. So we have these confidential stamps here that we're going to add to the background as a watermark. So we have one that's a JPEG. You can see it looks like that. And then we have one that's a PNG with a transparent background. You can see like that, and I'll show you how they vary when you add them to your documents. Okay, so let's say we have this document here. We want to add a watermark. Make it a little smaller here. Okay, so to do so, simply go to the Insert menu, Watermark, and then select an image, or you could actually add your own text if you want. We're going to do an image. So you could upload one from your computer, or get it from Photos, or from your Drive, and so on, or do a search on Google Images, that type of thing. Click on Browse. Okay, we'll do the JPEG first. Okay, so now you can see it's added here, and you can double click on it and edit it if this window's not open. We already have it open though. And you can click here to edit the image, which will let you pick a different image even though it says edit. It just takes you back to there for some reason. All right, then you have your scale, your faded options. If you don't want it faded, you could do that. And if you click on more image options, you have your size and rotation, text wrapping, which is only for text, position. If you want to do that, you could also drag it around manually. Recolor options, adjustments, opacity, brightness, and contrast, alt text if you want to add that. And there's some advanced options. But we're mostly concerned with the position and that type of thing. And also the size and rotation. So let's say you want to twist this a little here. You could either add in the angles or you could actually do it 90 degrees at a time. When you do this, it only goes up. It doesn't go down into negatives. So you could actually, rotate it or pick this first and then fine tune it from here if you want to do that type of thing. Or put in a number, of course, manually too. Okay, let's say like that. Let's say it's kind of big. We'll just resize it a little bit, move it in the middle. And then one thing you'll notice is that you might have a problem with the images being on top of the watermark and blocking it off there, so just keep that in mind. So it might look a little weird. Okay, so this is fine for our JPEG because we have a white background, but what if we have a different colored page? So if we go to File, Page Setup, whole document, let's change this to, let's say, blue. See, now you can see since it's a JPEG, it has that box around it and it's not a transparent background, so it might look a little funky. So when you have that kind of situation, let's double click it here. Edit bookmark, let's remove it. And now we'll add the transparent one by doing the same process here. Select image, browse, do the PNG. So PNG files, you can make a transparent background if you have the right kind of software to do so. Even Microsoft Paint has the option now to make transparent images, so you might want to look into that. We did a video on that if you want to check it out. But for now, we'll just select our file here. Okay, so now you can see it's transparent, doesn't have the box around it, but it has kind of this pink color to it. So you would think if we went to more options and recolored it, let's say this red, you could see it still doesn't look right. That one either. So what you want to do in that situation, close out the image options here, and on this faded section here, turn this off, and now you can see it's nice and red again, but maybe it's too dark, so in that case, you could go back to the adjustments and then adjust the opacity. And that way you still get the red color on your colored background for your page here. Otherwise you get that kind of pink looking thing. So that's just a way to get around that. And you can obviously check the brightness and contrast too if you want to kind of change the color around a bit. And then once again, you could just resize it. Spin it like this too if you want to do like a manual spin. And then it should adjust the same on every page there. All right, so once again, just go Insert, Watermark, choose your file, from one of your sources here. And then if your page color is not white, you want to make sure you have something with a transparent background. Otherwise, you're going to have that white box around it. It's not going to look right. And then once you have it in here, you could just do your formatting here, change the scale, turn the faded on or off, check out all your other options here. You could reset it back to the way it was. And then, of course, for text, so let's remove the watermark here. Let's do text. Like so. And then you can change the color and the font, transparency, placement, in front of text, behind the text. So let's say we do that. Make it a little smaller here. Make it bold. Text color, change it to red. Change the transparency. So that's another option if you're doing a text type watermark, but if you're doing images, you're going to have to go through the process that I showed you before, and then of course stick with the transparent PNG. But if you want to do just text and you just like one of the built-in fonts that you have here, you could just do the text option. All right, so those are your choices for adding watermarks. So you can see it's pretty simple. You just have to kind of get used to the interface and how to tweak it and how to make it look the best for your document. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.